What's up, yo? Alright, so this topic today, we is talking about how you can find yourself. And this is like, you really need to listen to this one. Like the Truman Show one, you can you really probably won't even understand that because you're not as the same vibration as me. So you probably wouldn't even understand what like none of that stuff meant, but that's okay. But finding yourself, this one really got to resonate. Alright, so your chakras, you have the root chakra. The root chakra is the base. Hold up, actually, hold on, I'm finna move this right here. I'm finna prop this shit up. Yeah. Nigga, we like acquired up in here. Alright. Alright, but chakras, the root is the base of your spine. That's like the bottom of your spine. And then I'm gonna talk about the Kundalini energy later. I'm just naming the chakras. The sacral is like around your hips. You got the solar plexus, which is like your abdomen area. You got your heart, your throat, your third eye. Yeah, you got your heart, your throat, the third eye, and then the crown chakra, which is your hair. All right. So, what the Kundalini energy is, is like your ultimate life force, and that's your seed. You feel me? That's your seed, because you can plant babies with that ultimate life force. You feel me? So that is your seed. That is your sexual energy. You gotta hold on to your sexual energy. That is the masculine and feminine energy, and it has to travel up the spine. You will never be able to get good at meditating. You will never be able to do any of that if you do not do semen retention. Semen retention is like if you masturbate or just do anything like nutting wise, like having sex with a lot of girls, because you'll realize when you meditate, having sex with a lot of girls ain't like, it really ain't all that. It really ain't good. It like kind of like you'll learn that it degrades yourself from who you really are up there. You feel me? So that's your ultimate life force. It travels up the spine, which is up to 33 vertebrae. Your vertebrae, which is your spine, and that is a God's stairway. You know how in the Bible he died at 33? You know, 33 Freemasonry? Yeah. That all connects to Kundalini energy. And that's your spine. That's God's spine. It travels up the spine and it reaches the pineal gland. Alright. So this is God's stairway. So you travel up God's stairway with the Kundalini energy, the masculine and feminine, and then you go up and it goes up through this thing, and then it goes like right here to the third eye. And this is God's eye. This is why they call it the third eye. It really isn't the eye, it's just the gland in the brain, but you could call it a third eye because it's like how you see the real world. You feel me? It's like, that's really how you see the real world. This right here, all we seeing right now, is a material world. Dude, I sound like I sound like a dyslexic kid. The material world. All of this right here is just a material world. God damn. Okay, that's kind of irritating me. But all of this is just energy signals going up to your brain to make it come out. You see it from the back of your head to your eyes. And like the more you notice it, you'll know like, oh, like the more you like really look at it, you're like, oh, I'm in a first person video game. That's like really what it feels like. That's pretty much what it is. Like, you know how in Rick and Morty they would go into the arcade and play that game where they play as another dude and they're like, yeah, I got up to level 46 and that's 46 years. That's pretty much what it is. This is pretty much all this is for our soul. It's the Matrix. It's pretty much one game we got to get out of to become who we are in our spiritual journey. I'm telling you. All right, it's like one really big test. One really big test that can take over millennia. It can take forever for you. It will literally take forever for you to get out, and you will reincarnate on this planet again and again and again and again and again. And if you don't wake up, this is the time for the awakening. We're going from the 4th dimension to the 5th dimension right now. This was a 3rd dimensional planet, but nah, higher vibrations went up. We're going to the 4th dimension. Now our higher vibrations are going up, and we're going to the 5th dimension. And people are starting to get naturally woke up and starting to see that all this stuff is fake. So they're throwing stuff out there. They're really throwing stuff out there to keep you from knowing who you are, but everybody's starting to figure out who they are. So all of them, they finna leave this planet, bro. I'm telling you, they all finna leave this planet. The government gonna shut down soon after that. And the alien invasion, and if they can do this New World Order thing correctly, then we fucked. And we back in this again. But if not, then we taking them off this planet, and it's just gonna be us again. We taking those little reptilians running the world. We're gonna talk about that for another day. Alright, so meditation. Your thumb is space. So all these mudras and stuff like that, mixing all these fingers, like some of that stuff you see in Naruto, that stuff real. This is space, this is air, this is fire, this is water, and this is earth. You can connect them, and this is how you connect with earth, this is how you connect with fire. And like really doing all this stuff is just connecting you to your avatar being. Because this is an avatar. You know how in the Avatar movie with the blue people, they switched the dude's consciousness over into a blue dude's body, and now he was ruined and going on in his life as a blue dude and going with these people who are actually that people from that. Like, we could do that. That's how we're doing it right now, but it just takes forever. Earth here, time is different than other planets. Some planets, a day here is decades to them. 3 days here is like a couple decades to them. 1 year here is 27 to Saturn. You feel me? And meditating, you really, if you don't know how to meditate, I'll just comment it, and then I'll make a video about it, how to meditate. Actually, I do that just so the people who don't know how, I do it for them. Crystals. Crystals have an energy and a vibration, okay? Crystals are living creatures. They can like what we used to do back in the day. We used to use crystals like we use our phone. We have crystals in our phone right now to keep us, like, these crystals are making things travel at light speed, and we all have crystals in our phones. You can store information in crystals. We used to use crystals like phones back in the day, whenever we were in our God light bodies, our Israel light bodies. You feel me? So, the root chakra is red. Like, I'm gonna tell you some of these crystals that if you want to get them for yourselves. Root chakra is red coral. You got mahogany, black obsidian, bloodstone, and tourmaline. Sacral, orange, whatever. I'm sorry, my handwriting is terrible. I can't even read my own handwriting, and that's something I gotta work on. Tiger's eye, solar, citron, topaz, heliolite, amber, and tiger's eye. Heart chakra, rose quartz, rhodonite, green gate, amazonite, green opal, throat, turquoise, blue lace agate, aquamarine, blue, kyanite, third eye, sodalite, lapis lazuli, azurite, sapphire, amethyst, and domerite, something like that. Crowned, clear quartz, moonstone, amethyst quartz, amethyst, labradorite. I will put all this stuff in the description, like, or if you want me, actually, I'll post something on my Instagram. I tag myself on here, and then I post it on my Instagram, and I'll post all these crystals for y'all. You feel me? So your higher self, you really got to get to your higher self. Your higher self is here with you right now. That voice in your head, that consciousness, like, you know how in Pinocchio, with the scary one, it was like a little joke. And on the exorcism, and Shrek had to go up and like basically exorcise Pinocchio, and he was like, there's voices in my head, and then it's telling me stuff to do, and then it was controlling him, and then he fell out of the stairs, and then he like knocked out, and there was a cricket in his head, and he said, hi, I'm your consciousness. And it's like he killed it. Our consciousness is our higher self. It really is. Our consciousness is our higher self. Our consciousness is like it's like we're not fully resonated with it yet. We're not on its frequency and on its vibration to where we can be fully connected. But that voice in your head, like, say you're about to hit a lick, right? Say you're about to hit a lick, and then you get that voice in your head, and it's like, or that gut feeling like, I shouldn't be doing this. This is bad. That is your higher self telling you that it is not good. But once you raise your higher vibration and raise your vibration higher, then like you'll be able to understand it more, and you'll be able to like realize what's going on. That's just like a spidey sense, my nigga. You got spidey senses. You can control fire, earth, water, wind, electricity. You can manipulate energy. You can move planets if you want to. There's no bound to what you can do. We can only do so much in the physical realm, yeah, but in the spiritual realm, we can do whatever the hell we want. Realistically, we can do whatever we want. Okay, so here is what the chakras do, and how to like what blocks them. So the root is survival. You have to get rid of your fear. So like there's nothing wrong with being scared. There's nothing wrong with having any fears. It's okay to be weary of stuff, but you can't be absolute scared of everything. You feel me? You can't do that. That is some people's chakras aren't aligned. Some people have like 1, 2 chakra aligned, and then the last one just be like completely curved off, and that causes spinal problems. Not aligning your chakra like makes your back hurt, and that is true. So You really got to get rid of your fear. You got fear of tarantulas? Go try to pick up a tarantula. Go to a fucking Petco and buy a tarantula. Get rid of that fear. You scared of snakes? Go to a snake exhibit to where you could pick up a snake, or go to a friend's house that has a snake to where you can pick it up. Get rid of your fears. There's no reason for you to fear anything on this world. There's nothing that you can't do. This is a vessel. This is my avatar. My higher self consciousness is here, but it's not here because it's not like all the way here. You gotta like raise your high vibration. You gotta get a high vibration to get up there, and connect with your real consciousness. You gotta expand your consciousness. You gotta train the brain, literally. But doing the phones, flicking all that ain't training your brain. You gotta do different stuff. So I might start surfing just to do different stuff. Sacral pleasure. If you are like a horny ass nigga and you got real sexual energy and you just real horny and you can't really grasp it, that's because your sacral chakra is way too open. Come here, Cersei. Yeah, I got my dog with me. You see me? I got my dog. But that's your solar plexus, and it's open. It's too open. You gotta like train your sexual energy, and that's really everything. Because if you can't get past the sacral chakra, then you stuck at a low vibration. You want to be able to travel up. The twin snakes, the masculine, feminine, Adam and Eve, bite the apple. Yeah. So it's blocked also by guilt. It's blocked by guilt. Like if you have something like, say somebody passed, right, and you can't accept the fact that they passed, or you can't accept the fact that, like, you feel me, you can't accept the fact that you had a conversation with them that didn't last well and they died, or like the last thing you said to them was something hateful. You know, they all know you got love for them. You know you got love for them. It's just an argument. Or if you feel guilty about, like, if you feel guilty about hitting somebody, like, say in the past you hit somebody in the face and broke their jaw. Or like, say you were a bully back then. Say you were like a really bully, like a real bully. Because some people be doing emotional abuse, but some people really be hurting people. So say you was a real bully, and then you grow up and get past that, and now you like you wanted to be a being. So you really gotta, like, say you hate how you were back in the end of the day. You gotta accept the fact that you did it. Try to maybe find a person on Instagram, or try to do something to connect with them and apologize. Get rid of your guilt. You're supposed to be in your higher self. You're supposed to be in your higher self. You got to get rid of this earthly shit. You feel me? But I'm not saying, like, just completely get rid of it, fuck everybody. You still got to, like, it's like intertwined. It's like in and out of the matrix. But so, like, you got to live in the matrix, but you can live out of the matrix at the same time. But a lot of this stuff keeps you in and out, and you just switch in and out, in and out, in and out. Okay? The solar plexus. It is, willpower. Your willpower. How, like, if you can't really, like, speak for yourself, or if you don't really believe in yourself, this is what, it's either too closed or too open. You need to have it aligned. You need to have it like this. You don't want it to be open like that. You don't want it to be closed like that, but you want it to be like this, if that makes sense. And then it's blocked by shame. If you have, like, say in the past, some people called you brace face or train track mouse because you had braces, or say somebody called you ugly now and like you still kind of ugly but you glowing up, or like say you in middle school and you ugly then, but you don't realize that you have a higher state, a higher body waiting for you. You reincarnate in your body every single day, and you don't even realize it. You don't even realize it. Heart chakra, that's love. That is love. You need to love everybody, love everything, because we're all connected as one. I am you. Everybody viewing this, I am you, you are me. I am this dog. I am this plant. I am everything around me. We are all connected to the one main source, God's consciousness. Because God's consciousness looks like a brain. Keep in mind, God's consciousness is a brain. It's another higher dimensional entity creating everything connected to one to feed itself. Like another good example is like, Rick and Morty, or Rick said, you know what, the universe is just a thing designed to create living things to eat it and send energy back to itself. That's pretty much what it is. All we're doing right now is living lives as the universe. Like, all of us are just living lives as the universe, connecting to the one source, but it's just data and information that we're gonna send back to the source. That's pretty much all it is. It's just data and information. Data and information. And it's blocked by grief. So if you're grieving over somebody, like say somebody's dead, or if you're grieving over something that happened or something that you did, you gotta get over it and accept the fact that you did it and grow as a person. You really gotta grow as a person. Throat, it is the truth. If you are lying, you're a pathological liar, you just lie for no reason, or you just saying stuff to say stuff, you need to spread the truth. That is your throat chakra. And if like you holding yourself from cussing and stuff like that, but you know deep down you want to be cussing and stuff like that, that's your throat chakra closed. Like you really gotta just let yourself be yourself. You really gotta let yourself be yourself. And it is blocked by lies. Lies. You gotta tell the truth. Tell the truth. Blocked by lies. Third eye, insight, intuition. Like there's this one dude on Instagram. He posted a video, like he's recently been posting a story video where he's like, all right, y'all, and he has a crystal on his forehead, and he's like, all right, pick, which one do you think I'm gonna pick? He has a green crystal and a red crystal. He puts it down, and then something in my head, or something just telling me green, green, green. So I'm like, green. Picks up the green one. Next one, it's the red and black. He's like, red or black. Puts it down where you can't see it, and he's like switching it around, I guess. I don't know what he's doing. And then he picks up the red. And I'm like telling myself red. Your insight, intuition, that voice in your head, like you can train it to do anything. That's your spidey sense. That's literally your spidey sense. If you want to get it like that. If you feel like something bad's finna happen, or like you can train yourself to understand what's gonna happen. Or if you're on a test, right? You have a test. You can literally tell yourself the answers. Your higher self can tell you the answers. You got to connect with it though. So if you ever need the answer to something and you're like just trying to search within, it will give you the answer. If you're asking your higher self for, like, say, hey, higher self, I just want to be able to understand this thing, help me, or like just meditate on it. You will figure it out. You will figure it out, I promise you. And it is blocked by illusion. What I mean by illusion is like the phones. Y'all be on your phones, y'all be on TikToks, y'all be in the matrix, the illusion that is made for you to forget about who you really are, to deceive you and to live in their world. I promise you, that is exactly what it is. The Matrix is real. Star Wars is real. Those are both documentary movies. You can search it up. They're